Yo, there's a new quote out there from David Morrell basically saying that Benavidez doesn't have any defensive moves or none of that. And he gonna beat him and possibly knock him out early. And it sounds like David Morrell is reading the tea leaves that everybody else has about David Benavidez and drinking his own Kool-Aid and believing his own hype just as much. And that should be a concern for you if you're picking David Morrell. How in your right mind as a boxer, I'm just asking, I'm not a boxer, how do you as a boxer watch film on this guy that you're about to fight and come out with the same YouTube narrative that everybody else had? I don't get how you do that. It sounds crazy. It sounds like you ain't taking him serious enough, or you just like superiorly confident, or just misinformed, because his team is saying the same thing about Benavidez that every other Benavidez opponent says, and we see time and time again, it's just not true. Call him RoboCop, he ain't got good defense, all the above. And it's just simply not true. And like, people just assume that David Morrell is gonna box on the back foot, counter him and possibly hurt him and knock him out. But show me in half of his fights that he has in the pros that he's actually boxed on the back foot and countered somebody. Like consistently, it's like a game plan. Just because you have fluid feet doesn't mean that you're a good back foot fighter. I'm just saying, and just because you got the Cuban style, that doesn't necessarily mean you're the greatest counterpuncher in the world, because you make mistakes too. You ain't perfect. And as far as his feet go, he just uses his feet to get out the way, get to the spot he want to get to, plant his feet, and start fighting downhill again. And he leaves his face wide open at times when he throw punches as well. Neither one of these guys are bad at defense, but to say like, make it seem like one has no defense and the other one is a defensive wizard and counterpuncher, that's just not true. It's just simply not true. That's all I'm saying. If you're gonna make your pick and make your bets on this fight, I would advise you to at least do some damn research, please. Because David Morrell has the same fighting style he had in the amateurs all the way to now. Literally, nothing's changed. But somehow, when you talk about how he beats David Benavidez, it's the same bullshit that they say every fight. It's always surrounded by power and boxing off the back foot and countering the quote-unquote reckless David Benavidez. But every fight we watch, we learn that it's not true. So don't let these narratives that people push on you on the internet get you up into picking the wrong guy or picking for the wrong reason, I should say. But if y'all feel like I'm tripping, tell me I'm tripping and tell me how. Because I watched the film on both of these guys. Let me know something, bro.